survey reveals over 108,000 children engage in child labor in the Gambia. UN calls for adaptive measures to combat human trafficking in the Gambia. Gambian historian Hassan Sise, elected Fellow of the British Academy. Golden Era Party leader calls for change ahead of 2026 elections. To strengthen trade compliance, Speaker Jatta urges African parliaments to drive Agenda 2063 implementation. BAC chairman rejects corruption allegations over regional tour. We'll go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now the news in details. An estimated of 108,087 children aged between 5 and 17 years are engaged in child labor in the Gambia, representing 12.9% of children in the age group, according to the 2026 Gambia Labor Force Survey (GLFS). The survey released last week by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics (GBOS) indicates that child labor is significantly more prevalent in rural areas than in urban centers. According to the report, 19.5% of children in the rural areas are engaged in child labor, compared with 7.9% in urban areas. The survey also found that incidence of child labor increases with age, rising from 12.3% among children aged 5 to 15 years to 17.4% among those aged 16 to 17 years. At the local government area level, Kuntawood recorded the highest prevalence of child labor at 34.7%, followed by Mansakonko at 22.6% and Janjambure at 17.9%. The lowest rates were recorded in Kanifing municipality at 3.5% and Banjul at 3.8%. The report identified agriculture as the main sector in which children are engaged, according for 63.4% of child labor among children aged 5 to 15 years. It further revealed that hazardous work affects 9.0% of children aged 5 to 17 years participating in the labor market. Now we head to editorial. Ending child labor must become a national priority. The findings of the 2026 Gambia Labor Force Survey should serve as a wake-up call for the nation. While the Gambia has made measurable progress in reducing child labor, the reality that more than 108,000 children between the age of 5 and 17 are still engaged in work is unacceptable. Behind every statistic is a child whose education, health, and further opportunities are at risk. The survey offers a mixed picture. On the positive side, the prevalence of child labor has declined under the Sustainable Development Goal indicator from 9.0% in 2023 to 7.4% in 2026. This demonstrates that efforts by the government, development partners, and civil society are yielding results. However, progress should not breed complacency. More than 1 in every 8 Gambian child is. We'll go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Sport news. GSSA appoints electoral committee for 6 August elective congress. The Gambia Secondary School Sports Association (GSSA) has appointed an electoral committee to supervise its elective congress scheduled for the 6th August 2026. The association said the committee was constituted in accordance with the Article 11B of the GSSA Constitution, which provides for the establishment of an independent body to oversee the electoral process. The committee comprises Lamin Fofana, Deputy Director at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Lamin Sima, Regional Coordinator for Youth and Sports at the National Sports Council, Maja Sise, Chairman of Regional Sports Committee for the Lower River Region, and Sumana Sane, Regional Coordinator at Education Directorate, Region 4, and President of the Lower River Region Football Association, and Lamin A. Jame, who will serve as the Secretary of the Electoral Committee. We'll take a quick recap of the headlines. Survey reveals over 108,000 children engaged in child labor in the Gambia. UN calls for adaptive measures to combat human trafficking in the Gambia. Gambian historian Hassim Cisse elected Fellow of the British Academy. Golden Era Party calls for change ahead of 2026 elections. To strengthen trade compliance, Speaker Jatta urges African parliaments to drive Agenda 2063 implementations. BAC chairman rejects corruption allegations over regional tour. That's all for now. You're watching The Voice Online TV with me, your presenter, Diane Misango. Do have a nice day and do stay tuned with our programs.